incapable of doing things that we would normally do when God is getting our full attention. Sometimes, we laying in that bed, and next thing you know, we hop off into this dream, and we're trying to get out of that dream. Because no, can't leave this dream until I get through some instruction. So that's what Paul ended up doing. He talked with this light. This light started talking back to him and told him, look, first of all, you need to know who I am. I am the very one that you have been trying to get rid of. I'm the very one who's really in charge of what's going on. So, and now that you recognize me for who I am, you call me Lord. So because you call me Lord, then that means you got to do some things that I need for you to do, right? Does that sound familiar? That sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? You know, we gave our hearts and lives to Christ. We gave our very being over to from where we used to be to come to where we ought to be. Right. And then we said, hey, look, even though that water's cold, even though the situation seems like it shouldn't be what it needs to be, we begin to just take Jesus at his word. And what did Jesus tell Saul to do? He said, get up, first of all. Right. Get up off the ground. Rise and get on into the city and wait for me. Just wait to hear some, I ain't going to even tell you who to wait to hear it from. I'm just going to tell you wait to hear. That's what he did. So now we're at this point where he got to the place and mind-blowing, heart-exploding kinds of things going on. You remember the guy? Well, no, we didn't get to that part just yet. We're going to talk about it. So Saul got into the city. He got to a place, but when he got to the city and got to that place, he said, I'm not eating, I'm not drinking until I actually hear what I've been told to hear. Y'all hear that? He says, I want to be distracted. I want no food to get in the way, because you know how we get you know how I get when we talk about the kind of pie. It gets a little challenging. Right? You may lose my attention, if we start talking about pecan pie. So, but again, that's what Saul said. We ain't gonna talk about food. We ain't gonna talk about water. We ain't gonna talk about no drink. We're just gonna stay here and wait for what that voice and that light told me to wait for. And that's what he did. And while he was waiting, guess what? God was moving behind the scenes. Everybody say behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
See, a lot of times we think that God should be moving in front of the scene. We waiting for our bright light. We waiting for I don't know if y'all remember those Drano commercials. There was a Drano commercial that I said, y'all just need to stop. The Drano commercial was, my sink is plugged up. And all of a sudden, a bright light starts showing. It starts shaking the building. Like, what are you going to do about it? You get some Drano. You're going to make my God the drain cleaning God. Okay, that's fine. My God can be the drain cleaning God, too. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, he can clear a clogged drain. Yes. Yeah, he can enable us to clear a clogged drain. But more importantly, we don't need, behind the scenes, God is usually working behind the scenes. Making it so that we once things work out the way that it does, we be like, really? That had to be God. That had to be God, because nothing else could have moved in that way. Right. I thought it was virtually impossible. So Saul, here he was. He's still sitting there waiting. But behind the scenes, God got over to this guy named Ananias. And Ananias was just chilling, doing his own thing, but he just so happened. Okay, everybody know, you know why I do that, right? Because every time we say just so happens, it's not just so happening. It's happening happening because God wants it to happen.
Yes,
Okay?
yes.
It just so happened that Ananias was in the very city, right? In the very city that Saul was on his way to pick up folks and take them to jail.
Mm-hmm.
He just so happened to be there, and guess what he did? He was met by God because he was like, okay, I got to, I'm praying and doing that, but he got hit with a vision.
Mm-hmm.
He got hit with a vision, and then in this vision, the Lord was talking to Ananias and said, hey, look, I need you to go over to this place called the street called Straight. I need you to get over to the street called Straight. And I need you to find this dude named Saul. Now, I don't want you to get just any Saul, because there's a whole bunch of Sauls. But I want you to get the Saul of Tarsus. I want you to get him. And when, just so you know it, he's not going to be surprised that you are there. Because I told him that you was on the way. Y'all hear that? Doesn't that sound like some of the stuff we've experienced in our lives? There's some things that God had put in them. He told us about some things that was going to unfold for us. And then he says, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Because I've already prepared you, but I also prepared the other person that you were expecting to come to help you take care of the situation. And so guess what? There's Ananias going, hey, look, wait a minute, Lord. Wait a minute. Let's talk this through just for a moment. Now, I know you got my undivided attention because I'm in this vision and I can't get out of it right now. So, you know what? Do you realize that this dude named Saul of Tarsus, he got papers to come here and put your people in jail. He got papers to do this. But you know, why do you want me to go help him out?